What's up, everybody? You're watching the From WordPress to Statamic YouTube channel. My name is Michael. Today I want to go over a particular kind of field type that can be really handy to reach for when I want to output a list of data. And I don't want to do anything particularly complicated, but I do want control of the markup. As you can see here, I've got this list of cool features for my starter kit. And over here on the right, you can see I've just hard-coded it straight into the template. Now there's a few things that I could reach for here. I could use a replicator where I have a text field inside each iteration of the replicator, or I could dump my list straight into the barred field. And let's take a look at what we've got here. So I've got this intro text barred field, and if it was configured to handle lists, I could just use the list here, but then I wouldn't have that direct control over my markup like I have currently. And maybe I want to do something a little bit fancy with each list item, or if I wanted to, every other one I wanted to add a particular style, that kind of thing, and I want to do that programmatically in the template. Well, I can't do that with that solution. And with the replicator, there's just a lot of UI here. As you can see, this is using the replicator, and there's just a lot of stuff here just for a single text field. So here's a great use case for the list field type. Now if I go over here to the documentation, here it is. And you can see in the UI here, all it is just a list of text items that can just be inserted in here. And it just gets saved into our file like this. Pretty basic stuff. And then it's just a simple iterator with our tag pairs like we would do with any other field that it has an array format. So let's explore that in our template. So I need to add that field to this set. So over here I've got this field set there. So I'm going to create a new field. I'm going to look for the list, and we'll just call it features. And add, let's call that add feature. And we'll save that, apply it, and I'll just refresh the homepage here. And I'll go down to my intro, and it should be there at the bottom. Okay, here's my add feature list item. So I can add, let's say Tailwind CSS. And I just hit return, and I get the next one right away. Alpine JS. And maybe something else. Okay, and I'm just going to save the template there. And now I can just replace this with, let's get the features name. It's just features, right? So features, and I'll close it off here, and the features. And inside there, I'll just use the value and get rid of that. I'm just going to double check that my syntax is correct, right? I've got the name of my field here and then value inside. And that's all we're doing. So just save that. And go back to my homepage and give it a refresh. And there we go. Now I have the first two that I had and the third one. And now I can add as many as I want. If I wanted to rearrange these, I can just drag and drop and save that. There we go. And now if I wanted to style this even further, I can do whatever I want with my code here, and it's totally programmatic, and I'm not at the mercy of the markup generated from the barred field or from something else. And it's just a really simple, inline, nice way to edit a list of things. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you haven't already, sign up for my email newsletter. The link is in the description. Catch you next time.